Well, if violence goes down in front of a child, the perpetrator should go down in the court of law.
Well, legislators want the option for longer sentences when domestic violence happens right in front of children.
ABC 2 News' Cheryl Connor has more from Annapolis tonight.
Renisha Sims was stabbed repeatedly by the father of her children in September. The 2-year-old shares the memories with family.
But she can tell you right now how she saw how her daddy cut her mommy.
Annapolis police shot and killed William Brown. Now Renisha's family is sharing the impact of domestic violence with lawmakers. They are behind several bills introduced to the House Judiciary Committee. Similar legislation failed 8 consecutive years, but supporters say it's worth another try.
A child who has witnessed domestic violence or a child who's witnessed a homicide is just as impacted and begins to be just as traumatized as a child who's been sexually abused themselves.
Renisha's family is helping her 2 daughters fight that trauma while lawmakers tweak some of the language that allow bills to fail in the Senate.
This bill sends a strong, unequivocal message to our judges and prosecutors that committing an act of violence in the presence of a minor child is a serious and aggravating event.
It's tough to ignore the politics here. 2 Democratic candidates for governor, Lieutenant Governor Anthony Brown and Attorney General Doug Gansler, are both advocates for similar bills. In his testimony, at least Gansler said it doesn't matter who takes the credit.
Every study has shown that children that are present during these domestic violence cases are 3 times more likely to be aggressors or be victims themselves.
The legislation that we are proposing and supporting today might not end domestic violence by themselves, but I think it will keep us on that path that we have been on to reducing and perhaps one day ending domestic violence.
Brown also supports bills that would loosen the restrictions for placing a protective order. For Renisha's family, tougher time could have spared them the pain.
I actually pat myself on the back when I make it through the day without crying.
In Annapolis, Cheryl Connor, ABC 2 News.
Part of this legislation, a child would not have to testify in front of a jury if the bill passes.